I said shoot, but setting her on fire good enough. Hey, and we're live. Welcome to the stream. I'm Dark Eyes.
I'm Shy Cake.
Niph.
And we finally fixed the problem we were having, I believe. I'm going to check the stream one last time. And we do not use laser guns. Sir Chris Swan asked, why is this Star Wars with normal guns and no laser guns? This is because it's a podcast. Because it's a podcast. We do not use stuff like that. But we do use pones and ponies and the cakes that are shy.
Hello.
So, any games you guys want to bring up? Anything pony related? I mean, we talked about pony related stuff, but we finally got it fixed, so none of that actually counted.
I don't know. Let's go back to ponies.
Is anyone here a fan of Quillo or seen Quillo's work?
I have not heard.
He is someone I subscribe to them on Patreon. He does source filmmaker stuff.
Neat.
Yes, and I seen a few of his videos, but on his live stream, he got up out of the chair and acted out a scene, and I was like, oh my god, he's nailing it. He's using himself as a model, and he broke down the action, and he got the model and source filmmaker to do what he was doing, and I was like, wow, that's commitment.
I'm impressed.
Yes. He's going to be at a convention. I'm not sure if I can say which convention because he's kind of teasing it. Niph, do you go to the conventions?
I do not, because I'm in Germany.
What? There's no Germany brony cons?
There's one.
There's... Wow, I thought there'd be more. Well, I live in Equestria, so we don't have a lot of brony conventions.
I concur.
Nope, I don't... Pulling out my gun. There we go. There's supposed to be a dating sim. I talked about this in our first live stream. But they're going to have a My Little Pony dating sim. Someone's making third party, and I don't know how I feel about that.
How official is this? Like, are you going to be able to buy it, or is it simply using the licensed character? Or, yeah, is it simply using the licensed characters, or is it like one of those fan-made games with ponies in it?
I'm not too sure. Niph, quit shooting. I'm not too sure. No more of that, Niffy.
I didn't intend to do that.
I'm not sure. It hit Equestria daily, so it could be semi-canon, or it could just be one of those things that Equestria Daily wants to do. Niph, you're scaring away your character you voice act. Yes, Niph voices Rarity in the Dark Time series. I love that. But I don't get why Equestria Daily would promote this stuff. They must be running low on news.
While I agree with that, they do fan-made stuff. Not always the most legal stuff.
Them fighting herds? Or wait, no, it was something else.
Fighting is magic.
Yeah.
And although they haven't talked about that recently, it's still going by another group of people. They have taken on the mantle for some reason.
Well, Faust is in on that one.
No. She's on them's fighting herds. That's the same people that started fighting is magic.
Uh-huh.
and she like joined up to be the creative director or whatever.
Ah.
But like this other group calling themselves Mainframe, like Main Six is them's fighting herds now, and Mainframe has taken up the mantle of fighting as magic. For I don't understand why, because they got like Main Six got a cease and desist from Hasbro to stop that, and these guys are like, screw that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's gonna get shut down again.
I'm waiting for it. I haven't heard like they've been doing some stuff, but like nothing big yet. It hasn't been released just yet.
Well, that's like Mighty Number 9. I heard they were good. Fuck, I don't remember their name. Whatever, whatever. Capcom was trying to take down Mighty Number 9, and they let it slide.
Yeah, I don't know if that was out of pity or out of reason.
I think they just stopped out of pity. They were like, "All right, this game is actually pretty bad. We're not gonna go after you guys."
Yeah,
The
it
original
wasn't that
concept
good.
was really good. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I asked a few fans if they were gonna play Mighty Number 9, and I was told it's not worth it.
Well, the screenshots sum it up pretty nicely. Those are
I
the
can
worst.
confirm. I actually played the game.
Oh, do tell.
Was it good?
It's okay. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, it's nothing of the actual difficulty you used to when playing Mega Man. I actually played the game.
Oh damn it!
Haha.
Backfeed.
Alright.
What was
But
that?
yeah, I would not recommend it.
Oh shit! There was the Pokemon Uranium. They got hit by Nintendo's really greedy. But they had to take down
Oh.
that.
Oh man, Nintendo. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do.
Didn't they do?
Pokemon
Go ahead.
took down Pokemon Uranium with a cease and desist, and a Metroid fan project, a recreation of Metroid 2.
Yeah, but didn't Nintendo try and get rid of Let's Plays with their what was that? One of the systems. They were like, we're gonna DMC all the Let's Plays with the Nintendo gear.
I'm not exact. I can't remember the exact words. I think let's say content claim.
Yeah.
What they did is that they partnered with Google. Like this was a long time coming, but they partnered with Google, like business-wise, I guess. And in doing so, uploaded all their static content, let's say, into the what was it? Content ID. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Into the content ID. So like cutscenes and music are in the content ID of the YouTube. So if your videos contain that, they claim it. And you can partner with Nintendo, be like a Nintendo subsidiary kind of thing. And you can claim per video, in which they'll get 40% of the ad revenue. Or you can like become a full partner with them, and they'll get 30% of the ad revenue. And this is actually about as big of a cut as a lot of networks do. And so they were taking a cut out of other people's cuts, essentially. And so at the end of the day, you get like nothing.
And
Like you got nothing anyway, but now you have less than nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's unless you're like Jackaplier or PewDiePie, you're not gonna make a lot of money on YouTube.
You just gotta pander to the right people, I suppose, and you can make a lot of money. Greg and the others have been like spouting from the high heavens the awfulness of YouTube. But as long as you got a thing, as long as you can be popular once, you can be popular again. Them Orbeez, yo.
Yep, you take them Orbeez, you put them in Arby's sauce, and you nailed it. Top Geek.
Spider-Man Elsa Orbeez.
Yeah.
Get on that.
Take Nelson Mandela and Donald Trump, put some Orbeez sauce on them.
Orbis sauce.
Arby's sauce.
I don't even know what to do with all these Orbeez. Help me, Spider-Man, help me.
Can you get rid of that Niph and please stop spawning stuff in, you crazy butt?
Unless it's Orbeez, then it's fine.
He spawned in a giant horse. Related to the topic, though. A giant horse, but right into my cameras.
Is it a giraffe?
No, it was the horse statue in Gmod.
No, we need more giraffes.
We need more sponsors. So our Orbeez and Arby's, if you're listening, sponsor us. Niph,
How do they do that?
I heard that. You stay on the couch, mister. You're grounded. But yeah. I'm waiting for Hasbro to copyright claim everyone's OC. Just like we invented we invented one OC, so now we own the idea of an OC.
Yeah, we are the OC.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I am the OC.
Who I didn't know until I'm a first year brony, so I'm completely stupid on the topics, but why did Faust step down?
Do you want the suspected reason or the reason we got?
Both.
She stepped down because she had other things to do, really. It's also suspected that, as part of that Hasbro, sort of let her go because Faust is actually notoriously hard to work with, because she usually has a strong artistic vision. It's just that her artistic visions are pure gold in my eyes, so it's okay. It's fine. But if she touches, is gold. But she is I remember hearing about that. Remember in way back when in season 1 with the buffaloes?
Yeah.
And that whole pony pulling the train thing. Hasbro wanted the train. Faust is like, no, that clashes with everything. And they compromised with the horses pulling the train.
Yeah. I remember the horses were pulling the engine.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, it would just have they're just really strong. But then there was a hot air balloon in season 1. Hasbro had to fight her on that one too. Pretty much anything they wanted put in like that, she fought about, and so she's just hard to work with in that respect. But I because I give her everything in the world, it's I would say it's artistic integrity. Notably so, she was also kicked from the Medusa project, if you recall, from Sony. And they did this in such a way that they didn't even have a replacement in mind. They just didn't want her on the project anymore.
Medusa project.
Yeah, it was going to be a Medusa movie, and she was directing it. And then they kicked her off of it. And they didn't have anyone in mind to replace her, and the project has been put on the shelf indefinitely, from what I hear.
I never heard about that. The only thing before MLP I knew she did the Ed, Ed, and Eddie Yowie.
No, that's Rebecca Sugar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Crossing them. Yeah.
There's more than one female artist in the cartoons.
Well, I keep forgetting because Greg's actually Lauren Fowl. Yeah. But yeah. So I didn't know she was in the art community longer than she was then.
Rebecca Sugar?
Faust.
Oh. I don't remember where she started. I want to say the Iron Giant, somewhere around there.
She was in that?
I don't remember exactly what the scenes was. No, she wasn't in that. She was one of the artists in that one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't know she even did that.
She also worked on Cats Don't Dance. She did a lot of the work with Sawyer, if you recall that movie.
Yes. What was the oh my gosh, the Steven Bomb leak? I still can't believe that.
Yeah, yeah. Cartoon Network leaked its own stuff.
I'm
Freaking out.
I'm telling you, they did this on purpose.
No, no, they're just idiots.
I'm pretty sure they actually stated that they did it on purpose.
I hope they didn't. That's more than a slap in the face to the people.
Well, it's not like people aren't gonna watch it.
No, no, I mean, like to the cast and crew. It's kind of, oh yeah, we're just, like this is supposed to be their premium content. And it's like, oh, here, just take it. We don't even want it anymore.
Niph.
They did, actually, Cartoon Network has done similar things. Remember when Cartoon Network had its huge anniversary?
Yes.
And,
Go ahead.
like, that was, I remember that day. Because that was the day, like, DC Nation was still a thing. And that was the day the Amethyst, Princess of Gem World, was going to premiere on the DC Nation shorts. And you know what they did?
What?
They canceled DC Nation for the whole month for their Cartoon Network anniversary. And it was completely out of the blue. Like, everyone was upset about this. They didn't tell anyone.
What year was it when Cartoon Network decided they weren't gonna release any cartoons and live action is where it was at?
Oh, man. That was when they got a new CEO or whatever.
Oh
And it's
my
like, all right,
God.
we're going to do this. Here's our new slogan. Cartoon Network gets real.
Yeah.
And then we got Out of Jimmy's Head and a reanimated show based off of that, which is, I think, considered lost media nowadays.
Let's not find it. Keep it that way.
Yeah, that was not a good show.
And then we had Destroy, Build, Destroy with someone that tries to stay relevant.
Yeah, that was a thing. Oh man, that's all I actually remember. It was,
Yeah, but
I
had,
mean,
like,
there was more.
Yeah,
and
there
it was all
there
bad.
was way more. It was. I would turn Cartoon Network on and then be like, "Well, looks like Nickelodeon's the new thing."
Yeah, and Nickelodeon was already doing stuff like that, and
Yeah.
it was just they did it better first off, but Nickelodeon just had better shows at the time.
But it's like I'm gonna turn on Cartoon Network to watch, not cartoons, no animations.
Oh yeah, I remember. I was on TV. I was big on TV trips at that time, and I remember the Network Decay image was the Cartoon Network Gets Real logo.
Man, they Cartoon Network has passed. Well, Time Warner has let a lot of good stuff fall through their hands. You remember Chris Oni from Newgrounds?
No, I do not.
Hellbenders, Leo and Satan.
I may have heard of the Leo and Satan. I haven't seen Hellbenders.
Yeah, he was pitched Leo and Satan to Cartoon Network, and he didn't get the contract, but somehow he goofed and signed the rights over to Leo and Satan to Cartoon Network.
Oh no.
So he can't make any more of his big popular things, so he had to switch to Hellbenders, and Hellbenders was good. It was really good. But I just couldn't believe that.
All right, I'm on the Wikipedia. June 2009, Cartoon Network got real. The Outsiders, I'm sure that's not based off of the book. Survive This, Brain Rush, Destroy, Build, Destroy. Dude, What Would Happen? How could I forget that one?
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Says, I haven't heard of that one. That year is also started airing live-action feature films from Warner Brothers and New Line Entertainment. Oh, they don't even have that the reanimated on here. That was the biggest thing. Bobby Says is a clip series based off of the Dude, What Would Happen and Destroy, Build, Destroy. Like whoever hosted those two.
Does it not give the creator's name?
Mike Henry. Henry has something. Starring Bobby J. Thompson.
Yeah, shit. A lot of networks try that. They'll try to do the live action shit and then realize, we probably shouldn't have done that.
Well, I'd say it's more rare that they have cartoon like Cartoon Network. That's its selling point, but it was the Cartoon Network, cartoon centric channel. But and the only other ones I compared to it were maybe Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon's weird. I don't know what they're doing. They have like four different stations now.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon, like Disney is comparable, but Disney is mostly live action nowadays, I'd say, aside from the Playhouse stuff.
Yeah.
The Playhouse stuff is
Did they lose? Or did they? Yeah, they ended Yonder Over Wander.
yeah,
Gravity Falls.
that has never been renewed. It ended on season 2.
Yeah,
The guy McCracken had plans for season 3, but
really?
they oh, of course. Like they even had a little hint at the end there. That's like I suspect that Hater is the skeleton of the monkey that went into space or something like that.
I'm gonna have to look that up. But wow.
And also, it was going. Well, season 3 would have gotten big into the backstory. He said, and we saw a glimpse of what looked like Wander's, like a ship from Wander's people, I guess you could say. And there was the American space pod thing with the green lightning, and that's why I suspect it's like something to do with Hater.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he said it was going to be dig into their backstories, and that would have been cool.
Yeah. There was a rumor going around that Wander was off of or was shipped from Wander Over Yonder was from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends because I think they had a similar art team.
Oh yeah, they had a similar looking character there. He was the character you're talking about. I don't remember his name. He had the green hat.
Yep.
He rocked on a rocking chair, and
Had
he
the
was a
banjo.
beard.
Yeah.
Foster's was great. Foster's is great. Like,
oh my
pretty much
gosh.
That's
pretty
a
much every
blue blob.
episode is cool. What'd you say?
Little blue blob.
Yes.
Yes, Blue. Blue.
What?
Hello, chicken. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Oh, it's Gamer. Let's go to the Niphy Dome.
Okay.
Gamer is a good guy and all. I thought that was chicken. I was hoping to catch chicken in here. Trust us, we're professionals. As Niph spawns in
made
another
me
goddamn
sad.
weapon. I was looking. Oh, Tara Strong. Tara Strong is in everything.
Pretty much.
She voiced Terrence in Imaginary's Foster's.
Foster's Home.
Yeah, Terrence the bully.
Yep. Grady Glass is in a lot of things too. She voiced Frankie in that one.
Yeah, I was just looking at her. I was like, what has she been in?
The same. She plays the same character, angry lady, Azula, Mandy, that sort of junk.
Oh, is that she's always angry character?
She seems to be. They get typecasted, that sort of thing sometimes. Like Jennifer Hale is always the strong, independent soldier lady.
I don't need no man. She was Vicky. I thought she was. She was Vicky in Fairly Odd Parents, which is going off the air soon.
So I hear.
Yeah, you heard this too?
Vaguely. I didn't look into it.
I wasn't happy. It got moved. They moved it on networks. So
I thought Tara Strong was Timmy.
she is.
We're talking about Vicky.
Oh,
I think she also does 2D.
I'm actually under Tough Puppy. She was in that too. And you're right. She
Yeah,
does
as
get.
the cat.
Yep, she does
Yeah,
get
she does the cat.
typecasted. Yeah, I liked Tough Puppy. That was a good show.
Yeah, I was alright with Tough Puppy. Not really my cup of tea, but yeah, I'd sit down and watch it.
Well, I was on that Devil's Lettuce, so it was funny to me. But even when I got off of it, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't mean to bash it at all. I thought it was alright. It just, I'd rather watch something else probably.
Yeah,
But if it was on, yeah, I would watch it.
I do like toilet humor, so I got down with it. Because it really was.
Well, it felt like what Fairly Odd Parents sort of used to been.
Yeah, and that's what it was. What it used to be, not what it is now.
Yeah, it's probably as the time goes on, and the show gets more and more deeper into the network's grasp, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
That's clearly what's happening with the My Little Pony. That we heard from the M.A. Larson that he went back to do some new episodes, and it was like he was getting tons and tons of notes. So like everyone in the tons of people in the network were just trying to get a hand on the show. Because originally it was very much pretty open. And I assume.
What do you mean
Yeah?
there? Like only certain people?
Oh well, like he would write an episode, and then it would go to the director, and the director would be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool."
Oh, so everyone's trying to put their hands in the cookie jar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like they're getting like stuff from PR, stuff from marketing, stuff from legal stuff. Yeah, they're just like getting notes all over the place, and a lot of it is like some of them walk over each other. Like a bunch of notes would say the same thing, and they're just like micromanage the show.
Niph, what did I say about using weapons? No more. No more weapons for Niph. But yeah. That's what I can kind of see that happening. There we go. I'm sitting down again. Just look the other way and hit Control E. Or Alt E. That's all you gotta do to sit. Look backwards towards space. Now press it. There we go. But yeah. A lot of stuff actually gets in that way, but they are a show for selling toys, So they have to make sure that if they make a joke and stuff, but I don't know. I only have to worry about so much stuff.
Yeah, selling the toys. But I don't know. Sometimes it's weird. Like I remember the Swans. Hasbro was asked to add the Swans to the show in that one particular Gift of Mod.
Swans.
And
So,
yeah,
the Swan boats?
yeah, the Swan boats because they had a Swan boat toy. And like no one cares. No one cares about the Swans. Like if you care about the Swans, you're nitpicking. But Greg has gone out of his way and actually analyzed that episode, and it's
Who's Greg? You mean Flim Flam Philosophy?
no from Steven's dad. Like he analyzed that. I'm pretty sure.
You lost me. Were you going for a joke?
Yes.
Okay.
Greg Universe.
Yeah. Oh yes. Greg Universe. He analyzes stuff.
Yeah. He does that while sitting in his van playing the guitar. But yeah, he was analyzing that episode, and he talked about how the episode was entirely modular, and how any of the scenes could be just like mix matched around, and you'd probably get the same result, so long as the beginning and ending are the same.
Yeah, I felt like they picked a pretty low-hanging, long-running story with that one. And then the Christmas episode, the same thing. We all know how that one plays out.
Yeah, a lot of their episodes are very safe, and I don't appreciate that. When I originally started watching the show, like I was being surprised in the show, and it had been a long time since I was really surprised by a cartoon. But nowadays it's you know, easy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just like, here's the mold, pour the plastic in, and boom, we got an episode. There we go. Make the toys. Well, I think that's what they did with the new Star Wars. Even I've yet to watch it. Some people told me it looks like just a grab for writing off the name of Star Wars.
You mean Rogue One or the like which new Star Wars Battlefront?
Rogue One.
Rogue One. I there was some paint by numbers, I'd say, but not in a typical Star Wars fashion. Although typical Star Wars fashion, if we're going by A New Hope, Star Wars is like A New Hope was the hero cycle in its purest form. Honestly.
Oh yes, it was.
I remember one of my English
Go ahead.
teachers used to use it as an example, and it was good. It was a really good example, and everyone enjoyed it because it was Star Wars.
Did you know Lucas?
Star Wars.
Go ahead, Niph.
I just said Star Wars.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's weird. We are actually on a Star Wars map talking about Star Wars relevance.
Hooray! It's topical.
Only to the visual medium of this, but not the audio. But Lucas said he didn't want the lightsaber to be one hand. Like no one has one hand on their lightsaber. You have to use two. And I thought that was really cool. I think they got rid of that trope in the newer ones. Does anyone know? Am I alone?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wrong button. That's plain to see. I haven't heard that before, but it makes sense. Like how slow and heavy the lightsabers act in the earlier films.
Yes.
Like they use them like broadswords in the early films, but in the later films, they were whipping them around like they were rapiers.
Yeah. And that's what Lucas didn't want, but he sold it to Disney, and Disney can do what they want.
Well, no, Disney did it. Disney went back to the heavy-handed one. Actually, they didn't have too much lightsaber combat. They had they made what was his name?
Grievous?
No, Disney had nothing to do with Grievous.
Oh, who did Grievous? Because he was rocking one-handed lightsabers.
Grievous, was what was his name? He did Samurai Jack.
Oh, and Powerpuff Girls?
No, not McCracken. Although, I think he also worked in Powerpuff Girls. I think it starts with T. I don't know. I love him. He's great. But I keep wanting to say Tarkovsky, but that's not an artist. That's a musician. But anyway, so the guy that did Samurai Jack and the Symbiotic Titan.
Okay. Oh, that was a good show.
Gendy. Gendy? Whatever. Anyway, so that guy, he directed, I believe he directed the Star Wars Clone Wars shorts. Those were those 5-minute episodes of the Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. They were awesome. And so although I don't think he came up with the idea of General Grievous, he essentially gave the first impression of General Grievous. And from there, molded it. Like the first season had nothing to do with the upcoming Revenge of the Sith movie. But the second season did, and that's why the second season ends just before the movie begins. And he was probably the more inspiration towards the one-handed lightsaber using. But I believe Count Dooku was doing a rapier-like lightsaber wielding as well.
Did you hear the theory that Jar Jar Binks was actually supposed to be the Phantom Menace? Like he was supposed to be he's supposed to be a Sith Lord. He was intended to be the protagonist throughout the trilogy. Or, I'm sorry, the antagonist.
Nah.
I'll send you a link of all the proof. It's pretty out there. It seems like he was supposed to be the villain, and they changed it last minute because everyone hated Jar Jar Binks.
So he was supposed to supersede Darth Sidious then?
Yes, he was supposed to be like literally the Phantom Menace. Like you were supposed to be like, oh, okay, now it makes sense why Jar Jar Binks survived and did all this crazy stuff he could do. But you have to watch the evidence for it. I'm not a good medium, and I don't regurgitate as well as others can on information.
Hmm.
Sounds like a parody movie.
I really wish they would have made him the villain. That way we could all hate him even more. Oh, what do you think they're gonna do now that Carrie Fisher has passed on?
I don't think they're changing their plans. She wasn't the star. She was a supporting character and was there more so to give connections to the earlier films.
Yeah, I understand that. Do you think how do you think they're gonna write her off though?
They'll probably write her off. They do have an actor that looks like her, and with an good and they had the makeup artist that can give her an old face mask kind of thing. But I don't know. They may just have a funeral scene with a CGI Carrie Fisher. I'm gonna bet on that one.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll do it, but I'm gonna bet on that one.
I just don't want them to do what they're doing with the Fast and Furious guy. Just keep the character alive, and we're gonna keep milking this cow.
No, they're not gonna keep her alive.
Because now they have his brother playing him in the movies with a CGI mask or something, and I'm like, no.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, the Fast and Furious series has shown that they will not succumb to death. No deaths take place unless they kill him off.
That's poor. That's poor taste.
Yeah. Ugh. I have to stretch out, excuse me. Ugh. I don't even know why I'm tired. I swear I could be a professional sleeper. That's a sport we actually need. Professional sleepers.
Here.
I'm tired of watching people get hot and sweaty and fight over balls. It's a little weird. Except for rugby. I feel like rugby is an underappreciated sport.
Probably.
Niph, do they have rugby in Germany?
I don't think so. At least not professionally.
Okay.
You know, some people play it.
What is the sports over there? Is it football, baseball, basketball?
Are you guys hiding from Gamer by Nature?
Mainly
Hello,
soccer.
chicken. We're in a podcast.
Oh, this is the Chicken Podcast 2016. 2017. I'm the chicken guy. So what are we talking about?
Anything.
Sports in the world, anything you want. We were on Star Wars.
Sports in the world, Star Wars. Yes, that's a fine sport there.
No, we're talking about anything.
Anything you want, baby.
Oh, anything we want.
Yep.
See.
What sports do they play up in wherever you live? If you want to share that with anybody on the podcast.
Well, I live in Canada, and here it's all about the hockey. It's all about hockey all the time.
See, that's another manly sport, not where you're just fighting over a ball.
We are soccer and handball. And I guess tennis.
Huh. So, Chicken, did you play hockey growing up?
He's gone.
That was Chicken, everybody, on the forum when the podcast hits. He's on the Discord. He's a great kisser. We all know. Ooh,
Mhm.
have you ever gotten hurt in any of the sports you guys have played growing up?
Only emotionally.
Just when my father said I throw like a girl and I'm not his son. It's a joke. Calm down. I didn't mean to kill the vibe, everyone. I was joking. I didn't play any sports. I was an extreme sport person.
I only played sports at the school during the gym class because I live in Illinois. But
Cool.
we would play baseball. They would explain the rules, and it's not a very good impression of sports to be like, all right, so all you have to do is hit the ball. All you gotta do is swing, or yeah, just swing and hit the ball. And then the people like give you foul balls, and you swing, and then you're out. And it's like, oh, okay, I didn't want to play anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, when I would go up in school, like from like, I think we did it in middle school to high school, I just go up to the plate and like swing 3 times and then put it on the ground and be like, all right, I tried. There we go. I didn't really see the fun.
I never touched a baseball in my life.
You're not missing much.
Never even seen one.
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
But like sports,
It's like a tennis ball, but bigger and harder
yes.
and more painful.
But sports where you actually have to try, like skateboarding, rollerblading, bicycling, I like those.
I always wanted to get into archery. Like I have a bow and everything, but it's hard to like. There's not a range near my house, and you can't really do it in the backyard, not around here.
Just shoot it straight up and try and catch it.
I think that is dangerous and also impractical.
Nah.
Very dangerous. No one do that, please, if you're listening to this. But yeah, is that a plushie rarity? I love that rarity. Did you make her plushied? Niph? No. Move
maybe.
her. Can you set her next to me? I just like her. I didn't know. You gotta teach me how to do that later. But yeah, I liked the extreme sports. I did get hurt one time bicycling. Those plastic ramps you could get from Walmart. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
Although I don't know what a Walmart is. I never even seen one.
Okay, anyways, we had a few of those growing up, and we put them next to each other. And we were like riding up, going up them, and then landing down, and blah blah blah. Well, there was a girl I was trying to show off to him, and she was like watching. So I went up the ramp and tried to spin the handlebars and come down and catch them. Well, I went up, spun my handlebars, came down, and it was sideways, and my handlebar went into me. So I had to I kind of impaled myself a little. I had to pull my stomach out, and I was bleeding all over the place. And I'm like, oh, I'm fine. This is fine.
I'm used to it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's when I quit biking. I was like, you know what? Skateboarding. That's a lot safer. And I never really got hurt that bad skateboarding. I love this plushie. Thank you, Niph. Ugh. Any new games coming out this year?
Kingdom Hearts.
Hearts of the Kingdoms, yes. Is there really another Kingdom Hearts? I think we touched a little on this.
Number 3, and before that, 2.8.
What do you mean 2.8?
They re-release remastered versions of the games
Oh no.
a bunch of
really?
times.
But
Yeah,
2.8
there was
is different.
2.5, now there's 2.8.
2.8 is its own game.
It don't need no man. It's a strong independent game.
To be fair, I think 2 was the best.
Yeah, it was great. Although many people liked the DS one, 3DS one.
Oh, that's because it had the jumping
motion?
thing. Flow motion. Like that was great, and I really hope they take it into the third one. Not that I'll be getting it, but
They will.
Yeah. So then, flow motion is great because you wall jump. It's just parkour, and
Yeah.
that's all you really needed.
You
Any
use
game that
the,
lets you pretend to fly is great.
Yeah, I hear Kingdom Hearts 3 is like all about that flying, like all about acrobatics.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts combat was always finicky, but flow motion made it a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Something I really liked about the Kingdom Hearts combat was that theoretically you could beat the whole game at level 1. I really appreciated that. Like,
That's what people did.
Good.
They even include the ability to not get any experience, so you actually could do it at level 1.
Yeah. That's why I brought that up. But it's like I remember during the Sephiroth fight in Kingdom Hearts 2. It opens up, like, first moment, you have to press the triangle to, you have to press X to not die, essentially. And I like that. Like, you just need to, like, you can beat Sephiroth at level 1. All you have to do is, like, dodge all his attacks and always hit the X button.
Really?
Yeah, you don't get hit, you don't die.
That is true.
But I never finished 3D because of it was a Sploss, and he has this attack that will bring you down to 1 health. It doesn't matter how much health you have. You're down at 1 health now. And then sometimes after he does that, he hits you, so you're dead. And then after you do that, you switch to like your Riku, like because every time you die, you switch to the other character, Sora or Riku, and so it was just infuriating. Like every 10 minutes or so, I was allowed to fight this boss. And I was having trouble with the other guy too, I think. I can't remember. I don't know. I haven't picked it up in so long. I was so close to the end, though. Like, I'm sure that's the final boss or next to it.
Do you guys remember Full Metal Alchemist I think it was on one of the consoles.
I remember reading a new
Yes.
magazine article.
It was on the PS2, and I was playing it, and I had to fight Scar. And I somehow found a way where he couldn't hit me because it was one of those bosses that are supposed to kill you for the story to progress. Oh, hello, dogs. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. So once I glitched out, I kept killing him. Not killing him, but destroying his health. And he got down to 1 HP. And I couldn't kill him. I was so butthurt.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Did I ever tell you guys the story of my one and only time I tried Assassin's Creed?
How far up were you when you died?
I quit at the combat tutorial.
Was it that bad for you?
Oh man. Like that was the pirate one. I was like really looking forward to the boats. And then I just quit at the combat tutorial. So I started the game. You know, you had that whole you start off the game with in a naval combat, and it's all cool and fun and great.
Right.
And then you become correct or whatever, and you have to kill this dude. You have to kill him. And I'm like, I don't want to kill him. And I saw that I could just stun him, and so I just kept on stunning him. I disarmed him, and so he's this guy drunkenly like throwing his fists at me. I'm like, he's pathetic. I don't want to kill him. And so I was just like knocking this guy down for 5 minutes, but I couldn't proceed with the story unless I killed him. So I eventually kill him, and everyone is sad. It's like, oh no, this could have been avoided. Then after that, everything was fine, I guess. Then you switch to your modern time guy.
Uh-huh.
And I thought that was the most pretentious thing I have ever seen or experienced in a video game.
Yeah.
So you
I
go
can
to the
agree with that.
headquarters of Ubisoft to work for Ubisoft, and you hear about how great Ubisoft is. That was that whole 10-minute experience. This walkable cutscene was for me. So then you get back into the action, and you're in the town as the pirate dude. And when I was in town, you could sort of get an experience to how things are by this guy robbing a guy and then the guards killing him immediately on the street. And I'm like, oh, that's awful. So I picked up the guy who died, who was killed by the guards, and put him at the feet of the guard that killed him. And it's like, there. Now you got to take care of this now. And so then the guards started chasing after me because they thought I killed the guy. So then I pretty much run in circles across rooftops. And as this was happening, like I was fine, but the guards were taking fall damage, and so eventually they died. So I was like, yeah, that was their own fault. I move on to do some other tutorial stuff. And it was soon after I got to the actual combat tutorial. And I was so angry that they allowed me to non-lethally take down people. Like, why couldn't I do this earlier in the game when I was doing combat? And so then I quit Assassin's Creed forever.
I think the only game, combat system-wise, I didn't care for was Dark Souls.
Ooh, controversial.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to roll. Like, I could learn the attack patterns, but, like, you have to roll. And I just didn't care for it. And I think I think they even gave you archery or, like, other stuff. But it was like, no. If I'm going to use magic, I don't want the opponent to keep running up on me. That's not how I'm going to be able to do spells. So.
I've never actually played Dark Souls.
Niph, are you looking at the YouTube comments at all? I just got a message on Google Plus. I've been getting a few.
Oh,
Yeah, you know shit's real when Google Plus is going off. Let me give this guy a shout out. Oh, he changed his name to Russian. I think it's Commander Snowfire. Thank you for viewing. Niph is on the YouTube live stream comments. Yes. But yeah, Dark Souls. I didn't like it. I played Dark Souls 2, and it was fun. But that's about it. Everyone's gonna unsubscribe. I'm gonna lose all my viewers in Russia. God.
Yeah, I've never played any of the Souls games, Demon Soul, or Bloodborne. I don't know. Third-person action interests me, and I would probably enjoy Dark Souls and the like, but I don't know. I just never really decided to invest in it.
Random Pool Guy, I cannot play that song. I believe that's copyrighted. Hello,
If
Gamer.
it's a song, it's copyrighted.
Yeah, Gamer by Nature, hello. I will go through all these comments later. But yes, why there's small ponies in front of me is because I needed some plushies. Because Niph said he has a surprise for me at the end of the stream. I don't know what this surprise is. And this is actually, I think, our third podcast. Let's see. Oh, and Rarity is on here because of that's Niph. Niph voices Rarity in the Hyper Abridged or Abridged series that we do.
I did that once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shy Cake. I didn't mean to shoot you. Oh no, Lyra's floating away. I gotta check to see how long we've been doing this for. Got 5 minutes left. Alright. Every pony. Anything you guys want to bring up?
I don't know. Go buy Shantae.
Oh, is that the one game you were giving away in the Discord?
Yeah. It's the Half Genie Hero. It's a platformer. I've never beaten the platformers. Never really gotten far, but they are fun. They are great.
Oh,
I think I seen someone play that, and I was like, I want to play this. How much is it at? How much does it cost?
It is actually $20.
And if you didn't know, Shy Cake made that game from the ground up. That was all him. Voice acting, models, storyboard.
I am actually very talented.
Actually, you do make stuff, I believe.
No, I don't. I
Oh.
make squat.
I
But you
like-
can still support me on Patreon nonetheless.
Yes. I'm gonna have to get links for future podcasts and such.
Sure.
Niph, anything
yes.
anything you want to say before you get your end of the stream surprise ready for me like you usually do?
I'm gonna have to say,
Don't do it yet.
I once finished I Wanna Be the Bossy. It's a hard game.
You want to be the what, babe?
I Wanna Be the Bossy. It's a hard game and I finished it.
Ooh.
It's my entire pride.
I want to be level 30 in MapleStory. It's a hard game. Everyone loves it. Alright, Niph, go ahead and do what you're going to do. Get that ready. We got 2 minutes left. What is that noise? Okay. So I've been Dark Guys. Thanks for viewing, and I just got nuked by Niph.
Yay!
Woo!
Hooray!
I can finally get out from under my blanket. Sound dampening. Oh, I'm still alive, fucker.